Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oops. Welcome cross watchers for Pisces. If you're new to the channel, happy to have you join us. These are the new digs. This is my new studio for those of you who have been following me for a while. Yeah, got a wild hair. I've been wanting to do it for 2.5 years. Got a wild hair on Friday, scheduled it for Monday, and just made it happen and in the nick of time because Tuesday, sitting downstairs right where my other desk is, where I do my readings, which I've done for years, and the neighbor next door on the party wall renovating his unit, and no joke, I hear the power tools, the hammer, knocking, banging, drilling. So that is what you call intuition. I was not emotionally or physically up to all the work it took to get things from down there to up here, to do things, to put shelves together, to get it. And there's more behind the scenes that you don't see here that makes a studio. But yeah, I did it, made it happen, and right in the nick of time. Feels good. So, welcome. We've got some more things that will be coming to make it a little more homey. So, hope you enjoy the new visuals. Anyway, let's jump in with Gateway of Light activation to open up the reading. And let's see what your message is. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. Ooh, I love this one for you. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Third eye is being activated. We are in Lionsgate Peaks today, 8/8. I do still have my Lionsgate special for $88 private readings. The link is below. I've never done readings for $88. It is different because I'm using a specific Lionsgate spread for it. So if you're interested, go to the link, click it, you'll read about it, and decide if you want to join me for that. I don't know how long I'm going to let this run. The portal closes on the 12th, so that's my projection, but we'll see. Also, the new moon and full moon readings. We have a full moon tomorrow on the 9th in Aquarius. I'm not doing them on the channel anymore, so those will be for members only. So if you have any of the memberships, Aries through Pisces or the All Access Pass, you still will go to the full moon collection to see the full moon reading. There will not be one on the channel anymore. Those readings were not getting any real engagement, meaning no new subscribers. So I have to open up my calendar and I have to make space to do things that will draw in new subscribers. That is the only way I can stay on the channel. So while I love to do things just to do them, apparently that isn't working for me anymore. So I hope you all understand. Okay, and by the way, if you've been getting Pisces extendeds that are $9.99, the membership is $11.11. It's only like, a buck and change more. So, and you get the every extended for Pisces, and you get the new moon readings, and you get the full moon readings, and you get the monthly energy update extended. And that is probably at the end of the year also going to be for members only. Okay, I'm going to complete 2025, and then in 2026, I think that's going to go to also be members only. Okay, just so you know. All right, let's jump in. Here we go. Ooh, 3 of Cups. Crossed by the 9 of Wands. Oh my. So something is stressing you out here. Maybe, you're kind of persevering to get to some kind of energy of reconciliation or getting back together or some kind of celebratory energy. But it's been exhausting. Page of Wands So in the root of the problem, maybe no real positive messages coming through. Past Two of Cups. This is definitely about you and your beloved, your soulmate. Top of mind for you, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, when are they going to show up? when is this energy going to arrive with something like things are moving very slowly, maybe not at all. That could be why you're so stressed and exhausted, and perhaps feeling like things are just moving too slowly. And in the near future, say it isn't so, Pisces. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's about things unfolding more organically, and that does slow things down. It takes time. It requires patience. And then the message from Spirit is the Emperor. There's the Divine Masculine. In the hidden energy of your person, Nine of Pentacles. That could be you. And in the outcome position, Six of Pentacles. Yay. So as things unfold going forward, we're talking about that reciprocity, that give and take, something where it's not all on your shoulders. If you are dealing with a Cancer, if you have Cancer in your chart or they do, you might want to watch the Cancerian reading I just uploaded, because very similar kind of message. So there could be a crossover message between the two. I am hearing the storm clouds, the thunder coming in. We had really horrific storms here all day yesterday. I couldn't even get online because we lost power and internet for hours and hours. So if this thing, glitches out, you know what that's about. Okay, Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Two of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to keep the energies moving. You're trying to assess what's really going on, and anticipating something coming toward you. But deep down inside, I think you're aware, yeah, I'm at a crossroads here. I'm wiped out. And I don't know what's coming toward me, but I'll stall unless or until there's, like I'm not getting any return on this. And if not, I've got to make this decision. So I do feel that the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, those two cards are about making decisions. And so it feels to me like the Three of Wands, with that anticipation of, what's to come or what's coming toward me, and that Nine of Wands, which is crossing you, saying, because I don't know how much longer I can just kind of hang out in this energy, tells me that consciously and unconsciously you are in a decision-making mode. Page of Wands. Oh my, okay. In the root of the problem, I think you're questioning what this person's really up to, because we have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords. That combo right there is kind of leans more toward player energy. Hanged Man, everything's in limbo. Is this person just playing me? Because here I am feeling very left out, feeling like I'm on the outside looking in, that I'm being devalued here. So I think deep down in the root, the root of the problem is that you may not have a very good your sense of this person's value, how they value you, isn't good. So it could be a misread on the truth, but it could be just that it's settling into your bones. And that's why we're at this Nine of Wands. That could also be what the Three of Cups is about, that you're wondering if you're being played, and that, right? And so let me just say this. If you don't have receipts, then it's suspicion. And suspicion is a low vibration. If you have receipts, then that's a whole different animal. If you don't have receipts, then you're just here in that 3 of Wands anticipating the worst and waiting to make a decision for something to materialize that you are now consciously and unconsciously putting upon the situation. And you know what happens? Sometimes when we do that, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We're going to find what we're looking for. We can, when we set something out to the universe, there are behaviors that go along with that. And the behaviors that can tell somebody, I don't really want you because I don't really trust you. We're not saying it with our mouth, but we're saying it with our actions. We're saying it with our cold shoulder treatment, or not answering, or not being, whatever it is. There are ways that we behave when we have somehow internalized a belief in our head without evidence. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the person gets the message that you're no longer interested, that you don't really want them, and they go on to something else, and then you say, aha, you were with someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? So I just throw that out there. I did a lot of work as a psychotherapist for couples, and I would sort of share that, and I always got a lot of negative feedback, but then eventually one person would say, you were absolutely right, that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly how it played out. And the proof was in the pudding, because this person looked me in the face and said, well, the vibe you were putting off was that you weren't interested. There you have it. So, 2 of Cups in the past. Come for the tarot, stay for the psychotherapy. Okay, yeah, all right. There we go. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Justice. So I feel like in the past here, we're looking at you still being emotionally engaged and available, but curious as to what's going on, right? What's really the state of affairs of this connection that you have? And I'm invested emotionally. I love this person. My heart is open to them, but something here with the balance and the harmony is off. So I'm saying that because of the Page of Swords. Because with the Page of Swords, you're looking for information. You're trying to kind of get a read on things. And the Justice being from the bottom of the deck is in your unconscious awareness, maybe like, yeah, something doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel like we're on a level playing field here. Knight of Pentacles in your conscious awareness, top of mind meaning. King of Swords, yes. 5 of Cups, okay. Ace of Swords. Good. So I like this. This is like you're saying, all right, in your conscious awareness, what you're focused on here is this person doing right by you and recognizing that, you're sad, you're feeling lost, you're despairing over this, and they should kind of pony up some integrity and honor and honesty here and come in with an offer that's solid and grounded and that's like legit. And the Knight of Pentacles is to me, I prefer the Knight of Pentacles over any other knight. I mean, honestly, yeah, the Knight of Swords is nice because it brings in truth and all of that. But the Knight of Wands and, the Knight of Cups is romance. The Knight of Wands is passion and all that's nice and good. The Knight of Pentacles is solid. It's tangible. It's earthbound. It's the brass tacks of things. It's this King of Swords saying, all right, I want to be sure you know that I am here in 3D for reals. And whether it's for keeps or for to get this off the ground in a real tangible way. I'm that girl. I want to see that somebody is, thinking about how we're going to proceed, how we're going to move forward, and that they're giving thought to the things that make a relationship work in the real world. And that to me is the Knight of Pentacles. So if that's top of mind for you here, dear Pisces, or whoever you are watching, because this whole message could be coming through for the cross watcher, the King of Swords is the one who's thinking about you, the one who wants to make sure they do right by you, right? That has your best interest at heart. Those two go together, and that is going to be somehow aware internally that you're suffering. Yeah, put that out there to the universe. And then in the Seven of Pentacles, in the near future, Tower, Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords. Good. King and Queen of Swords. Good energy balance intellectually and in terms of how, your communication style, your thinking, your perception. Yeah, let this happen organically. But I feel like this person, once they're back in your sphere, an important conversation around wherever there are cracks in the foundation. I don't see a Tower moment. I see that there is, I think there's more importance on communicating to kind of avoid a Tower, if that makes sense. Queen of Swords. Well, for some of you, you've already had a Tower. Some of you will already feel that you've had a Tower. Not all of you, but some of you. Others of you are like trying to avoid it. And so the Queen of Swords role is to kind of check all the emotional stuff at the door and come at this from a real pragmatic, level-headed, practical kind of approach. You're dealing like Queen of Swords to King of Swords. Like, let's just get to the facts and deal with this in a real pragmatic, linear kind of a way instead of the amorphous feelings and emotions and such. Because if you really want to avoid a Tower, the communication has to be clear, concise. Bullet points will be your friend. Come with a little notepad and just hit your important points and make sure that this person understands that you are aware that, yeah, this kind of has to flow organically. But if we don't tend to, cracks in the foundation, the whole darn thing is going to come tumbling down. And I'm already feeling like I'm despairing. I'm already exhausted. I'm already worn out here. I'm already in this energy of trying to decide, are you even invested in this? Are you still, playing footsie with other people, or are you invested in this connection? Now, I'm not seeing the Six of Pentacles yet, but we get to it at the very end. So that's where we're headed. That's why I'm saying it that way now, because that's where we go moving forward. So stick a pin in it, I guess. So Spirit's talking to you about the Emperor, Ace of Wands, all systems go. Four of Wands, yeah, baby. And the Six of Wands. So whatever comes from this conversation, it will have well been worth the wait. And you getting your little head together to kind of put those little horse blinders on and focus on just what is absolutely necessary. Channel your inner Queen of Swords and have that conversation that sort of says, if we don't take care of these things now, we're setting ourselves up for real destruction. of a connection that otherwise has a lot of good things going for it. And I think you're going to be met with a great deal of rapprochement, which is the French word for, right? We're gonna meet in the middle. We're gonna make peace. We're gonna come through this with a positive outcome. It looks beautiful, reigniting that torch of passion coming from the divine masculine. We kind of almost have the beginning of what will unfold to be a real beautiful relationship. If not life partnership, it's possible, of course. It's general reading, so take it as it resonates. But the energy swirling about you behind the scenes is this beautiful Six of Wands, which is where we patch things up, where we meet in the middle, where we make sure that each of our needs are being met, or that what's most important to us is being addressed. It's good energy. It's a victory card. It's like, yes, we're coming through this battle or whatever that we've undergone, and we're coming through it successfully. So in this person's hidden energy, let's call this person the Emperor. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Star, Nine of Swords. I think you're the Nine of Pentacles to this person. She is a single person of the tarot, but I feel like they're looking, came through in the Cancer reading too, just by the way, in case you need a little extra reminder. I feel like this person really seeing you, like at a distance, and they're kind of admiring you and looking up to you and admiring how you, take on life and still manage to get what you want out of it. So there's admiration, kind of have you on a bit of a pedestal. That comes with the Nine of Pentacles. Really wanting to get beyond any turbulence with you, get to calmer waters and some peace of mind. That's what they're really hoping for. This is the no hope is lost here, right? I'm just traveling by the cosmos. And underneath, though, I like the Nine of Swords. I'm glad this person is a little shook. I think it's important that they have a little anxiety and worry underneath, right? Because it's adaptive. It means they're going to try a little harder to make sure that they do right by you. And that's what's at top of mind for you. Let it be top of mind for them too. To, be sure that they are coming in, Six of Pentacles, with some reciprocity, with some generosity toward you. And that's where things are headed. Ten of Wands, Lovers, Six of Cups. Yeah, big release, relief, possibly even during the full moon, which is coming up tomorrow on the 9th, full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I see, how we've moved through this whole reading. I feel like we're headed toward past life soulmate, twin flame, reconnection. If you're not in separation, then just a recommitment. If you are in separation, reunion, reconnection. It feels like choices being made, getting back into that sense of, yes, I'm committed to this, I'm invested in this, and you both feel just such a huge weight being lifted. It's a nice energy. It might begin with the full moon and then unfold from there. There's a lot more to come for the month of August, but it definitely feels very current to me. It feels very relevant to what's all going down now. But that's what I have for you for this part of the reading, Pisces. In the extended, I'm going to look at it from the Emperor's point of view. So their present energy, how they're sizing up this connection. We have a little bit of a sneak peek here, but not enough to go on. So really, what are they, how are they processing everything. How do they see, think, or feel about you? What are their intentions? The links are below. And there are 3 different options. You see 1, 2, or 3. 2 out of the 3 are monthly memberships, so be sure you read before you click buy. And if you've been enjoying my readings and you have enjoyed this one and my style, my interpretations, whatever it is that works for you and you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. That's really important. As you can tell, I'm making changes little by little to support the growth of the channel. I cannot stay on this platform if I don't grow the channel. This is what supports me, and we're all going through a lot here economically, and not just in the United States but around the world. I get it, but at the same time, there are people out there that would be interested in the messages I'm trying to share. I need to find them. Okay, so help me do that. Subscribe. Thank you. Here's the astrology for this reading. We've got the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. And Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Justice card is Libra. Knight of Pentacles, some Virgo. King of Swords is Aquarius. Let's see. Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. Queen of Swords is Libra. Emperor is Aries. A lot of Aries here, huh? Virgo in the 9 of Pentacles. The Star is more Aquarius. Good Aquarian energy here. Lovers is Gemini. And then your Oracle, which I really love, Third Eye Activation, Inner Vision, and Clear Seeing. That's what I have. The links to the extended are below. I'm headed there now. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for